In the next part of this webinar, we will have a look at the tags editor in the development tool. And what we will do here is that we will import tags from the compact control builder running on my PC. And we will also configure the control network MMS driver to communicate with the AC800M soft controller running on my PC. And finally, we will build a simple user interface to demonstrate how you connect tags to objects and demonstrate the communication to the controller. So, in order to add tags, I click on the tags icon. The tag editor will appear on the screen. I will then change to the controllers tab. This is where I define, add controllers to the application, as well as configure them. To make it a little bit easier to follow, I will rename the controller to ABB demo. Sorry, ABB MMS. I will add one more controller, which is the demo driver, and I will name it demo. Next step is to configure the driver. We need to tell it which IP addresses it should communicate with. So I select my ABB MMS driver and then followed by settings. I need to define which IP address that my soft controller is running on. So it will be 111 like this with process ID of 2. If you are unsure about settings, or if you want to know a little bit more details about the driver, you can click on the help button. Then a driver unique help file will appear. So we have this kind of help file for all drivers in the software. These help files contains release notes, chapters about addressing, rules, etc., as well as troubleshooting and how to develop applications with a very efficient communication. So this is a very good tool, especially when you configure a driver for the first time. Press OK. I change to the tags column, and now you can see that I have one tag called tag1. It's an internal variable right now because there are no addresses assigned to this tag. I could type in an address manually. So in the ABB MMS driver, it means that I would try to read an access variable called my tag. Or if the demo driver it uses more traditional kind of addressing, I could write D0 for an integer. And there is a syntax check included so that that whatever you type in is a valid syntax for that driver. However, for the ABB MMS driver, it's not necessary to configure the tags manually. We can just as well import them to the software. You can do that by selecting import tags to ABB MMS. And it will automatically connect to the programming software and display the access variables available. And then I can decide exactly which tags that should be imported. In this case, I select all of them. Press OK, and now I have 7 imported tags, including valves, tank levels, tank temperature, and so on. There's a small routine running in the PLC, in the soft controller, that simulates a very basic tank park. So the next part is that we will build a very simplistic, very simple screen that will visualize a tank and a few valves. And then you will see how tags are connected to the different types of objects. So I delete the objects in the home screen, open my component library, And firstly, I will add a few rectangles like this. These are normal rectangles, but I pre-prepare them with the proper size and so on. I will add a vertical pipe. And I start, as you can see, with all of the static graphics. The tank. I will add a small summary picture where we will display the tank level and tank temperature later on. And finally, I will copy and paste the pipes and paste them over here. And I will make the second pipe a little bit longer like this. So now we have added all of the static objects. Next step is to add the dynamic objects, the ones that will update according to the tags in the PLC. I want to have two valves. In order to do a valve, the easiest is to actually use the multi-picture object. So I select the multi-picture and draw it on the screen. I need to first define which tag that should control which picture that is displayed. I select valve 2. I add a picture. I need to, in this case, browse for a file. And I select valve off. It means that this picture will be shown when the tag value is 0. And then I select valve on. And it will be displayed when the value of the tag is 1. I can adjust the location a little bit. We will also give the operator possibility to control the valve by assigning an action. And in this case it will be a tag action. So when the operator clicks on the object, we will toggle the tag that is connected and controlling which picture that is displayed. I will then copy and paste the valve and just simply replacing it, the tag connection, with valve 1. Then we want to visualize the tank level, and to do that I will add a linear meter like this. Change to the general ribbon tab. I want to do it, create a vertical linear meter. I want to make it transparent, and I will remove the scale. Finally, I select which tag that should visualize the tank level, like this. And to finalize the design, I add analog numeric object, this one. I select the tank level tag. I add a suffix %, and I make it transparent. I copy it, I paste it, and the second object will visualize the temperature. So I write C for Celsius and select the tank temperature tag. So now we will simulate the application again. I click on project, and when I click on the green icon, we will run the simulation, and the green actually indicates that we will communicate with all of the controllers configured in the application. And now you can see when I open the valve, we start filling the tank, and when I open the second one, we start emptying it. And this is with some logic in the soft controller. So what we presented here was how easy it is to import the tags from the PLC software to the application, and how you can use the tags and visualize, in this case, a very simple tank park in the panel builder.